You sit at your kitchen table. It is late. The apartment is quiet. A bank statement lies open in front of you. You have been looking at it for a while now. Not with panic. Not with tears. Just looking. The light from the kitchen is soft. Yellow. The kind of light that makes everything feel a little tired. A little worn. You can hear the refrigerator humming. The sound is steady, familiar. It has been making that sound since you moved in 3 years ago. Outside, a car passes. You hear it approach. You hear it fade away. Then silence again. You look at the bank statement. The numbers sit there. Black ink on white paper. They do not change no matter how long you look at them. The numbers tell a story you already know. You work 40 hours every week, sometimes more. You show up on time. You do your job. You answer emails. You complete tasks. You are good at what you do. But the money never quite reaches far enough. Every month feels the same. Paycheck arrives. Bills get paid. Money disappears. You wait for the next paycheck. Your phone sits beside the statement. Earlier today, a notification appeared. Your car needed a repair. $400. The mechanic was kind about it. He explained what was wrong. You nodded. You paid. What else could you do? 2 weeks ago, you had $200 in savings. You felt good about that. It took you 3 months to save it. $25 from each paycheck, moved automatically. You were building something. Slowly but building. Now that $200 is gone, the repair cost $400. You use the savings. You put the rest on your credit card. You look at the credit card statement now. The balance is $4,500. The minimum payment is $135. Most of that pays the interest. According to the statement, the interest rate is 23.79%. You are not sure what that means exactly, but you know the balance never seems to go down. You bought groceries today. Standing in the store, you looked at 2 kinds of pasta sauce. One cost $2.49. The other cost $3.99. You stood there longer than you meant to, calculating, wondering if the cheaper one was okay, feeling something tight in your chest about $1.50. You chose the cheaper one. You felt relieved. Then you felt tired about feeling relieved over pasta sauce. Your friend posted a photo on social media yesterday. They were at a nice restaurant. The food looked beautiful. They seemed happy. You scrolled past. You did not feel jealous exactly, just aware. Aware of the gap between their life and yours. The mail came this afternoon. You saw the pile of envelopes in your mailbox. You brought them inside. You set them on the counter. You have not opened them yet. You know what they are. Bills, reminders, statements. You will open them. Just not right now. Tonight, you could not sleep. That is why you are sitting here, looking at the statement, thinking. You have been working since you were 22. You are 26 now. 4 years of paychecks, 4 years of paying bills, and somehow you are always catching up, always surprised by something, always a little bit behind. There is no crisis happening, no emergency, just this steady, quiet pressure, this feeling of running in place. You think about tomorrow. You will wake up. You will go to work. You will come home. You will make dinner. You will pay what needs to be paid. The same as today, the same as yesterday. But sitting here in the quiet kitchen, something becomes clear. Not dramatic, not sudden, just clear. This cannot continue. If nothing changes, you will be sitting here in 5 years, looking at the same numbers. Maybe the amounts will be a little different, but the feeling will be the same. Something has to change. You do not know what yet. You do not have a plan. You just know you cannot keep doing this. Not exactly like this. You close the bank statement. You put the credit card bill on top of it. You sit for another moment in the quiet. Tomorrow, you think. Tomorrow you will start paying attention, really paying attention, to where the money goes, to what you spend, to what happens between paychecks. You do not expect anything dramatic. You are not hoping for a miracle. You just want to see clearly, to understand the pattern. You stand up. You turn off the kitchen light. The apartment goes dark except for the glow from the street lamp outside. You walk to your bedroom. The floor creaks slightly in the hallway. You notice it every night. The same creak in the same spot. You go to bed. You lie there. The ceiling is familiar. You have looked at it many nights like this. Your mind turns over thoughts, numbers, balances, calculations. What if this happens? What if that breaks? What if? Eventually, the thoughts slow down. Eventually, you sleep. The next day comes. You wake up. You go through your morning routine. Coffee, shower, getting dressed. Before you leave for work, you do something you have been avoiding. You open your phone. You go to your bank's website. You log in. You look at your checking account balance. $743. Rent is due in 5 days. Rent is $1,050. Your next paycheck comes in 3 days. It will be about $1,200 after taxes. You do the math in your head. Paycheck arrives. Pay rent. $300 left. Plus the $700 you have now. $1,000 for 2 weeks. Groceries, gas, utilities, phone bill, minimum credit card payment. It will work. Barely. If nothing unexpected happens. You close the app. You go to work. At lunch, you sit in your car. The parking lot is half full. Other people are in their cars too. Some eating, some looking at their phones. some just sitting. You search on your phone for budgeting apps. There are hundreds of them. The reviews are mixed. Some people love them. Some people say they are too complicated. Some cost money. Some are free. You read reviews for 10 minutes. Everyone has different opinions. Everyone promises their method works best. Finally, you just pick one. A simple one with good ratings. You download it. The app asks you to connect your bank account. You hesitate. You stare at the permission screen. Should you trust this? Is it safe? You read the privacy policy. Well, you skim it. It is very long. You give up halfway through. You decide to try it. You give permission. You wait while it loads. The app loads your recent transactions. There are a lot of them. Small purchases. Coffee, lunch, gas, groceries, subscriptions, online orders. The app tries to categorize them automatically. You scroll through the list. You see charges you barely remember. An app you downloaded months ago. $9.99 per month. You forgot you were still paying for it. There is a streaming service. $14.99. You watch it sometimes. Not often. Maybe twice last month. Another subscription, a music service. $10.99. You have that one too. You forgot. You add them up in your head. $35 a month, $420 a year. For things you barely use. You feel something. Not quite anger. More like surprise. Confusion. How did you not notice? The app shows you spent $180 on food delivery last month. You stare at that number. $180. You remember ordering a few times when you were tired after work. It did not seem like much at the time. $12 here, $15 there. You go back to work. You think about the numbers throughout the afternoon. That evening, you sit down with your laptop. The screen glows in the dimming light. Outside, the sun is setting. The apartment fills with that soft blue light of evening. You open a basic spreadsheet. The blank cells stare back at you. You have never made a budget before. You are not sure how to start. You sit there for a moment, just looking at the empty grid. Where do you even begin? You type monthly income in the first cell. The letters appear, black on white. You press enter. Below it, you write your salary. About $2,400 after taxes. You stare at that number. It seems like it should be enough, but it never is. Then you start listing expenses. Rent. You type the number. $1,050. Utilities. You are not sure exactly. You guess. About $120. Phone. $70. Now, Car insurance. You paid it last month. You check your email to find the receipt. $110. Gas. You do not know. Maybe 150? Maybe more? You write 150. Groceries. You have no idea. You just buy food when you need it. 300 seems reasonable. You write 300. The credit card minimum payment. You check the statement. $135. You add up the fixed expenses, the ones that do not change. Rent, utilities, phone, insurance, minimums. Your fingers hover over the calculator. You add them up slowly. About $1,700. You stare at that number. $1,700 just for the basics. That leaves $700 for groceries, gas, everything else. All the small things, all the unexpected things. It seems like it should be enough. $700 is a lot of money, but somehow it never is. You look at the food delivery number again. $180. The subscriptions, $35. Coffee shops. You check the app. $80 last month. Small amounts, but they add up. You sit back. You look at the screen. You feel tired. This is why you never have enough. Not because of one big thing, because of dozens of small things. Things that feel like nothing when you buy them. You make a decision. Starting today, you will write down every purchase for 30 days. Every single one. No judgment, just tracking. You also decide to cancel 2 of the subscriptions. You keep the streaming service you actually watch. You cancel the app and the music service. Then you do something you have been thinking about since last night. You open your bank's website again. You find the option to open a savings account. It takes 3 minutes. The account appears. Balance, $0. You set up an automatic transfer. Every payday, $25 will move from checking to savings. You will get paid twice a month. That is $50 a month. $600 a year. It does not feel like much, but it is something. You save the spreadsheet. You close your laptop. You make dinner. You eat. You watch an episode of something. You go to bed. The days pass. You write down every purchase in a notes app on your phone. Coffee, $2.75. Lunch, $8.50. Gas, $32. Groceries, $47.12. At first it feels tedious, annoying. You almost stop, but you keep going. After 2 weeks, you look at the list. You see patterns. You buy coffee on the way to work 4 times a week, about $11 a week, $44 a month. You can make coffee at home. You have a coffee maker. You just do not use it much. Lunch at work. You usually buy something. $6 to $10 most days. maybe $120 a month. You could pack lunch. You used to do that sometimes. Small purchases online, a phone case, socks, a book, a kitchen gadget. Individually, they are $10 to $20. Together, over a month, about $120. You barely remember half of them. 3 weeks pass. Your first automatic transfer happens. You check the savings account. $25 is there. It makes you feel something. A tiny bit of relief. A tiny bit of pride. You put money aside. It happened automatically. You did not have to think about it. But then, the same week, your car makes a noise. You take it to the mechanic. It is not urgent, he says, but it should be fixed soon. $200. You look at your checking account. You look at the savings account with this $25. You feel the familiar sinking feeling. You put the repair on your credit card. You tell yourself you will save extra next month to cover it. The credit card balance goes up. $4,500 becomes $4,700. You feel frustrated. You were trying. You were making changes. And then this. You think about giving up. Going back to how things were. At least then you were not disappointed. But you do not give up. Not yet. The next paycheck comes. Another $25 transfers to savings. You have $50 now. You start making coffee at home Monday through Thursday. You buy one nice coffee on Friday as a treat. You save about $30 that month. You pack lunch 3 days a week. You buy lunch twice. You save about $60 that month. The canceling of the subscription saves $35. At the end of the first full month of trying, you have saved about $125. Most of it is still in your checking account, but you saved it. It did not get spent on things you do not remember. You move $100 of it to your savings account manually. Now you have $150 saved. Plus, the automatic transfers will keep going. It feels good for 2 days. Then you get a medical bill in the mail. You went to the doctor last month. Your insurance covered most of it, but you owe $280. You stare at the bill. You feel something crack inside you. Not dramatically, just quietly. You have $150 saved. The bill is $280. You need $130 more. You could put it all on the credit card, or you could use the savings and put the rest on the card. You choose a second option. You transfer $150 from savings back to checking. You pay that much toward the bill. You put $130 on your credit card. Your savings account is empty again. You sit on your couch that evening. The TV is off. The apartment is quiet. You feel defeated. 3 months of trying, 3 months of making coffee at home, 3 months of packing lunch, 3 months of tracking every purchase, 3 months of saying no to things you wanted, and you are back to zero. The savings account sits empty. The number is 0.00. Nothing. Why bother? The question sits in your mind. Why bother tracking? Why bother saving? Why bother trying at all? Something always happens. A bill, a repair, an expense you forgot about. Something. Always. You sit there on the couch, not moving, just sitting. The room gets darker as the sun goes down. You do not turn on the lights. You think about giving up, about just going back to how things were. At least then you were not disappointed. At least then you were not trying and failing. You go to bed early. The ceiling is dark. You lie there. Your mind circles the same thoughts. Empty account. Wasted effort. What is the point? Sleep takes a long time to come. When it does, it is restless. The next morning you wake up tired. You go to work. You come home. That evening, you open your budget spreadsheet. You almost delete it. Then you stop. You think about the medical bill. $280. If you had not saved that $150, the entire amount would have gone on your credit card. $150 at 23% interest. Over months, that would have cost you extra in interest charges. You saved yourself that much. That is something. You did not fail. You used your emergency money for an emergency. That is what it was for. You decide to keep going. You restart. The automatic transfer is still set up. $25 from each paycheck. The months continue. You save. Sometimes you spend the savings on unexpected things. Sometimes the savings grow a little. By month 5, you have $300 saved. You feel good about it. Careful, but good. Then December comes. The holidays. You need to buy gifts for your family. You need to travel home. There are social events, dinners, gatherings. You budgeted $100 for gifts. You spend $190. You budgeted $50 for travel. It costs $120. You end December with $100 in savings, down from $300. You feel disappointed, but not crushed. You notice the difference. Last year, all of that would have gone on the credit card. This year, you paid for most of it from savings. The credit card balance did not grow much. It is still around $4,700, but it did not jump to $5,200. In January, you feel tired. Tired of tracking. Tired of saying no. Tired of making coffee at home. You skip tracking for 2 weeks. You buy coffee every day. You order delivery twice. You buy a sweater online you do not really need. You check your account at the end of the month. You spent $300 more than you meant to. You feel the old feeling. Frustration, shame. Why can you not just stick to this? But then you do something different. You do not spiral. You do not give up. You just start again. February 1st. Fresh month. Back to tracking. Back to coffee at home most days. You increase your automatic transfer to $30 per paycheck. $60 a month. Slowly, the savings account grows again. 150, 200, 250. In March, your landlord sends a notice. Rent is increasing. $100 more per month. You feel angry, helpless. You cannot afford this. But you cannot move easily either. You look at your budget. You cannot cut $100 easily. You would have to cut your savings transfer. Stop making any progress. You sit with this for a few days. Then you remember your apartment has 2 bedrooms. You use one as storage. Boxes, old furniture, things you do not need. You consider getting a roommate. It takes 2 months to arrange. You clean out the second room. You post an ad. You interview people. You find someone who seems okay, quiet, responsible. They move in May. They pay $600 a month. Your rent is now $1,150. Split 2 ways, you pay $575, plus half of utilities. Your rent expense drops by about $200 a month. You have less privacy now, less space, but you have breathing room in your budget. You increase your savings transfer to $75 a month. By June, you have $500 in savings. It is the most you have ever had. One evening, you are driving home from work. You hear a sound from your tire. You pull over. The tire is flat. You call roadside assistance. They come. They put on your spare. They say you need a new tire. It will cost $120. You drive to the tire shop the next day. You pay for the tire. You use money from your savings account. And here is what is different. You do not panic. You do not feel ruined. You have the money. You withdraw $120. You pay. You drive home. Your savings account has $380 left. You will rebuild it. You know you will. That night you realize something has changed. Not in your circumstances, in how you feel. You had an unexpected expense. You handled it. You did not use your credit card. You did not lie awake worrying. It is a small thing. but it feels significant. The months continue to pass. You keep tracking your spending. Not perfectly. Some weeks you forget. Some weeks you do not want to. But most weeks you do it. You keep the automatic transfer going. $75 a month moves to savings. You do not touch it unless you need it. You have months where you need it. The car registration you forgot to budget for. $150. A small repair around the apartment. $70. A friend's birthday dinner that cost more than you planned. But you also have months where you do not touch it, where the $75 just accumulates. By September, 10 months after you first opened the savings account, you have $700 saved. You also did something else. You made a list of all your irregular expenses. Car insurance paid twice a year, car registration annual, dental checkup, gifts, holidays. You divided the total by 12, about $100 per month. You opened another savings account. You called it irregular expenses. You transfer $50 a month into it. It is not quite enough to cover everything, but it helps. You also looked at your credit card. The balance was $4,700. It had been sitting there barely moving for over a year. You decided to try something. You picked the smallest debt you had. A credit card with $800 on it. You focused on that one. You paid the minimum on the large card. You put an extra $100 a month toward the small card. It took 8 months. But in October, you made the final payment. The balance went to zero. You closed that card. You cut it up. You felt something. Pride, relief, accomplishment. It was only $800. You still had $4,700 on the other card. But you eliminated one debt completely. It made you believe the other one was possible too. Eventually, November comes. Then December again. The second December of trying. This year, you are more prepared. You have been putting $20 a month aside for gifts since January. You have $240 saved for them. You spend $220. You feel good about staying close to your budget. You travel home again. You budgeted more realistically this time. $150. You spend $140. Your emergency fund dips slightly to cover a few extra expenses, but it does not go to zero. By January, 1 year after you started this, you sit at your kitchen table again. The same table, the same chair, the same soft yellow light. But something feels different this time. Not in the room, in you. You open your laptop. The screen lights up. You navigate to your spreadsheet, the one you made 12 months ago. You look at your numbers. You have $900 in your main emergency fund. You have $180 in your irregular expense fund. $900. You look at that number for a long moment. A year ago, you had zero. You had negative dollars if you counted the debt. Now you have $900 saved. Money that is just sitting there. Money for emergencies. Money that is yours. Your credit card balance is down to $3,900, down from $4,700. $800 of debt gone, paid off, eliminated. It took a year, 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days. Some of those days were good. Some were discouraging. Most were just ordinary days. Wake up, work, sleep, repeat. But the numbers change. Slowly, very slowly, but they changed. Your automatic savings transfer happens without you thinking about it now. Every 2 weeks on payday, money moves from checking to savings. $25, then another $25, $50 a month, $600 a year. You do not see it happen. You do not miss it. It is just automatic. Part of your life now, like brushing your teeth, like making your bed. You check your budget every Sunday morning now. This has become your routine. You make coffee. You sit down at this table. You open the spreadsheet. You review the last week. You note what you spent. You plan for the next one. It takes about 15 minutes. Sometimes 20 if you need to adjust things. The first few months, this felt hard, tedious. You wanted to skip it. You almost stopped doing it several times. Now it feels normal, not exciting, not stressful, just normal, just part of Sunday morning. It feels like brushing your teeth. Something you just do. Something that would feel strange not to do. You sip your coffee. It is good coffee. Not fancy, not expensive, but good. You make it at home now, most mornings. You learned how you like it. A little milk, no sugar, strong. You think about a year ago, sitting at the same table, looking at that bank statement, feeling stuck, feeling hopeless, feeling like nothing would ever change. You were wrong about that. Things did change. Not dramatically, not quickly, but they changed. You are not rich now. You are not debt-free. You are not living in a bigger place or driving a new car. Your life probably looks the same to anyone watching from outside. But something has shifted. Something inside. Something about how you feel. About how you sleep. About how you breathe. You sleep better most nights. You do not wake up at 3 in the morning worrying about money. You check your bank balance once or twice a week. Calmly. Not obsessively, not avoiding it. When unexpected expenses come, you feel worried, but not panicked. You have money set aside. Not always enough, but something. Last week, your phone buzzed with a bank notification. You looked at it without your stomach dropping. It was just a reminder about a scheduled payment. 2 months ago, a friend suggested going out to dinner. Your first thought was not immediate calculation and anxiety. You paused. You checked your budget. You said yes because you had money allocated for it. These are small things, but they matter. The months continue. You keep adjusting, learning. You have setbacks. You have months where you do not save anything, where unexpected things drain your accounts. In March, you need a small car repair. $200. Your emergency fund covers it. You rebuild over the next month. In May, you get a small raise at work. $200 more per month. Your first instinct is to spend it. Upgrade your phone. Get nicer things. You deserve it, you think. You have been working hard. But you pause. You think about it for a week. You decide to split it. You increase your spending budget by $75 a month. Small quality of life improvements. Better coffee beans. Occasional delivery when you are too tired to cook. You increase your automatic savings transfer by $75 per month. From $75 to $150. The remaining $50 goes toward your credit card debt. It feels balanced. Not depriving yourself, but not letting your spending rise to match your income either. By June, 18 months after you started, your emergency fund reaches $1,000. You sit looking at that number on your phone. $1,000. You can remember when $200 felt impossible, when $50 felt like an achievement. $1,000 will not change your life. It is not a fortune, but it is a cushion, a buffer, space to breathe. That same month, you have a dental appointment, a small cavity. The bill is $300 after insurance. You pay it from your irregular expense fund. You have $200 there. You transfer $100 from your emergency fund. 2 years ago, this would have been a crisis, a panicked decision. Credit card debt growing. Now it is just a bill. You pay it. You adjust. You move on. By September, your emergency fund is back to $1,000. Your irregular expense fund has $300. Your credit card balance is down to $3,200. You are paying about $300 a month toward it now. At this rate, it will take about 11 more months to pay off completely. You do the math. That means October next year. Almost 3 years from when you started. 3 years feels long, but you are 28 now. You will be 29 then. The time will pass anyway. You sit at your kitchen table on a Sunday morning in October. 2 years since you first sat here, looking at that bank statement with tired eyes. You make your coffee. You open your laptop. You review your budget. This has become your routine. Coffee, spreadsheet, 15 minutes of reviewing and planning. 2 years ago, this would have felt overwhelming, tedious. Now it feels like brushing your teeth, just something you do. You look at your numbers. Emergency fund, $1,200. Irregular expenses, $340. Credit card, $3,000, down from $4,700. Total savings, $1,540. Total debt reduced, $1,700. $3,240 of progress over 2 years. It does not sound like much. $135 a month on average. But it happened. Slowly, unevenly, with setbacks and mistakes and months where nothing moved forward. You close your laptop. You sit with your coffee. You think about your life now compared to 2 years ago. You still work the same job. You still live in the same apartment, though now with a roommate. You still drive the same old car. To anyone looking from outside, your life probably looks the same. But inside, everything feels different. You went to dinner with friends last week. You were present, laughing, enjoying their company, not mentally calculating if you could afford dessert. You slept through the night last Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. You used to wake up at 2 in the morning, chest tight, thinking about bills. That happens rarely now. Mail came yesterday. You opened it right away. Bills, statements, advertisements. You looked through them. You dealt with them. No avoidance. No dread. Your phone rang from an unknown number last week. You answered it. It was not a creditor. It was a call about your car warranty. You declined politely and hung up. 2 years ago, unknown numbers made your heart race. You made a purchase last month. A new pair of shoes, $70. You wanted them. You could afford them. You had budgeted for clothes. You bought them without guilt. You wore them and felt good. These moments are not dramatic. No one would make a movie about them. But they are your life. And your life feels different. You finish your coffee. You rinse the mug. You look out your kitchen window. It is a regular Sunday. The sun is out. The day is quiet. You have things to do today. Groceries, laundry, small tasks, nothing special. But you feel okay, calm, steady, You think about the future. You still have goals. You want your emergency fund to grow to $2,000, then $3,000, eventually enough to cover 3 months of expenses. You want to pay off that credit card completely. Watch the balance go to zero. Close the account. Do you want to start thinking about other goals after that? Maybe taking a class. Maybe traveling somewhere small. Maybe saving for a used car to replace your aging one. You know these things will take time. Years, probably. You know there will be setbacks, unexpected expenses, months where you make no progress, months where you go backward. But you also know you can handle it. 2 years ago, you felt stuck, helpless, like you were working hard but never getting ahead. Now you feel different, not successful, not arrived, not done, but capable, moving forward, building something. The progress is slow. Some months it is invisible, but it is real. You learn that small choices, repeated over time, compound. $25 per paycheck becomes $600 a year, becomes $1,200 over 2 years. Packing lunch 3 days a week saves $60 a month, saves $720 a year. Making coffee at home saves $30 a month, saves $360 a year. These amounts seem small when you look at them individually, but together, over time, they reshape your life. You learn that setbacks are not failures. They are just part of the process. The car breaks down. The medical bill arrives. The holidays cost more than planned. You use your savings. You rebuild. You keep going. You learn that progress is not linear. Some months you save $200. Some months you save nothing. Some months you go backward. But the direction over time is forward. You learn that this is not a sprint. It is not a dramatic transformation. It is just daily choices, weekly check-ins, monthly adjustments. It is boring, unglamorous, slow, and that is okay. You stand up from the table. You start your day. You do not know what the next year will bring. More unexpected expenses, probably. More challenges. More months of grinding forward slowly. But you know you will handle it. Not perfectly, but well enough. You are not stuck anymore. You are building something. Quietly, steadily, one small choice at a time. And that is enough. That is enough for today.